Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Saving Sunderland. We find ourselves in Season 3. The summer transfer window has just been and gone. We've got our first match today against the one and only Newcastle United. Again, we'll play the Mags. But another derby to start the season, that's mint. But we've got a lot of transfers to go through. Now, as you can see from this page, we've got a lot of incomings, but bear in mind, a lot of that is my head of youth development, recruiting young lads just for the under-23 squad who likely won't make anything at this club, but they just pad out the under-23 squad and make sure they actually have a squad to play with. So without further ado, we'll start with the outs. Max Christiansen out to Middlesbrough, 14 million. Didier Ndong out, Udinese, 11 million. Now, I know the likes of Didier Ndong, Papa Djilabodji, Nikola Katic, they were all first 11 first team members at the start of last season and continued on throughout the season, but I do think I've replaced them with some better quality, and the offers we got for them were just too good to turn down. And now in the case of Max Christiansen, Djilabodji and Katic, they were all in the last year of their contract, so I had to get rid. They did well for us. We got some awesome money for them, particularly Max Christian. We made a £10 million profit there. He wasn't in the first team, the first 11 at all, so we'll take that. Now going on to the rest, Pascal Kopke brought us 3.5 million, Stephen Moreira 3 million, Paddy McNair 2.2, Luis Felipe 875 grand, Amin Bassi 750 grand, Jason Steele 275 grand, and then just some loans and things like that apart from those. Right, we'll start with the ins. Welcome Mason Holgate to the Stadium of Light. He's coming on loan. He's very much going to be a backup option. We needed some numbers at the back, so we brought him in. This guy I showed you last time, Enzo Cabrera, he has come in. He's joined us on a free, and now he's valued at 25 million for whatever reason. He's going to be a backup option for striker and right midfield positions. He looks quite good. He's got potential. What can you complain about? Now, probably is the best signing of the summer, possibly. Matteo Guendouzi on a free. I mean, just look at his stats. They're absolutely brilliant for a centre midfielder. He's only 20 years old. He's French. He's got plenty of potential, room to grow. He was playing in League 2 last season, had a great season for Lorient, but he's joined us on a free and he's likely to be in the first 11. The head of youth development did find actually someone quite good. His name is Lamine Mane. He's a Gambian goalkeeper. He's already got 9 caps to his name at the age of 19. So determination 20. He's in the under 23s. He'll start to grow. I'll get him some loan games out and he might be our future number 1. Now we're going to some fees. We picked up Nicholas Noop from Dortmund for 500 grand. He looks like a player who could eventually become a good centre-back. He is in the first team squad at the minute because we're a bit light on numbers, but I'll try and give him some game time, but maybe in January or the end of next season we'll look to loan him out to get him some more development. Roshaw Williams came up from Manchester United. We signed him for the princely sum of 625k. He's went out on loan in the Championship to Bradford City. Now another centre-back who's got potential to grow. I particularly liked his physicals, so I thought, why not give him a go? 675k. He's English. It counts towards registrations if he's ever in the squad, so we'll take that. Dimitar Alexandrov. He's a right winger. He looks incredible to me at 18 years old. He was 17 when we signed him. He's a winger on the right hand side. He's went on loan at Aberdeen to get him some game time. I was considering keeping him in the first team squad if we didn't have the numbers at right wing to be able to cover our bases in terms of squad rotation and things, but we do. So we'll sign him for 1.2 million. He's out on loan at Aberdeen and he's got a goal in his first game and an assist. 7.3 average rating. Lovely. Another regen, Morten Latorte, a Danish left back. He looks pretty well rounded for a 19-year-old. His current ability is actually 2.5 stars, so if worst comes to worst, he could make the jump up to the first team squad. I did try and get him loaned out to try and get him some first team game time, but all the loan offers that were coming in with a squad rotation and backup options, which is not something I'm interested in. If he's only going to get them options, I'll keep him in the under 23s and let him grow there and bring him into the first team if necessary. Oh, and I didn't show you, we're signing for 1.3 million. Centre backs, Mauricio Lemos joins us for the pricely sum of 4.5 million, and to me he looks like an absolutely great ball playing defender. He's not going to be playing that, he's going to be playing centre half, but if he does get on the ball, he's going to be comfortable in possession. He's got good physical stats and he's well rounded as a centre half in his own right, so I'm pleased to welcome him in. He's probably going to be part of the first 11. Axel Tawanzabi came up and said he was available, so I thought, why not? He's definitely a good squad player to have. He's English, he's got decent physicals for a centre-back, His technicals are okay, his head could use with some work, and his mentals are grown. He's only 21, and it says he's got 4.5 star potential. So for 6 million, I picked him up. I really needed some English talent in my squad because we're really light on English players in general. So I picked him up. He'll probably play most of the games in the cup, and should an injury happen to one of our first team centre defenders, he'll be the first person in. Another centre half, Cesar Montes, Mexican, 11 caps for Mexico. He's another one, pretty much like Mauricio Lemos, a great ball playing centre defender. So if he's on the ball, he's going to be comfortable. We'll be playing him as a centre back. He's got great mentals for it. Shame about the aggression, but that's not always a bad thing because we all know the situation with yellow cards and red cards. Physicals are wonderful. He looks like a solid purchase, and we picked him up for 8.75 million. Central midfield general Mamadou Koulibaly, an absolute monster in the centre midfield. He's going to be playing box-to-box midfielder for us. And yes, his technicals, whilst not absolutely fantastic, they're great defensively. His mentals are absolutely dreamy, and his physicals, honestly, that's the sort of thing you dream about. But he's 3.5 star current, possibly 5 star potential. I think this guy will improve a lot once he gets in the first team, and he's starting, you believe me. He's 20 years old. We picked him up from Udinese for 8.75 million, and I couldn't be more pleased. Could this be our solution to the right wing back position? It's Rasmus Nissen Christensen, who was signed from Ajax for the sum of 9.5 million. There's only one thing that I don't like about Rasmus is his acceleration. I'd wish that was 14, possibly 15, if possibly 20 if they could. But he's really, really well rounded. He's not natural at right wing back, but we'll be training him in that. So over the coming season, he will be getting better and better in that position. But I definitely think he's an upgrade on what we had previous. And finally, our joint highest fee paid was Harley Johnson from West Brom. Now, I was talking about me need for English players. He's an English central midfielder who's 18 years old, who's got excellent stats for his age. We picked him up for 9.5 million. I think he'll be a rotation option to begin with. He looks great in that Mezala role. Gets his tackling up a little bit and he's finishing. And then, so he's obviously got some work to do on some of the mentals, but physically he's great. Overall, his mentals are great. And I think he'll be a future England international. So now all the transfers are out of the way. This is likely to be my starting first 11. Maybe for the entire season. Probably not. I think Francisco Trincao will make that left side his own. But we'll start with Reykjavik in goal, with Lemos, Vidaska, Montes at centre-back, Rasmus Nissen Christensen on right wing-back, with Giuseppe Pizzella left wing-back, Koulibaly is the box-to-box, Guendouzi is the Metsala, Duncan Watmore on the right, Wabi Kazri on the left, Alassane play up front. We do have Luis Enrique Aranz back from his loan spell at Hull. He will be our backup striker. And I'm definitely thinking Enzo Cabrera could certainly try and make that right wing spot his own. So we'll give them 2 game time throughout the season, same with Harley Johnson. But that's enough from me. Let's get into the game. So we're shooting left to right against Newcastle, the first game of the season. I just knew it had to be Newcastle when the fixtures came out. Hopefully we can pay them back after that semi-final defeat. We've got a highlight. It starts with us at the back. We're playing some nervy football, but we've managed to get it to play. Koulibaly further up the pitch. Nearly good ball to Watmore. Watmore's got it to play. Christensen. He's not painting himself in glory in his first game. We'll come back with another highlight. Newcastle have the ball with their defence. They play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. How's our positioning? Koulibaly cuts it out. Watmore on this right hand side. Beats his man once. Loses it to Baba. Barkley in the centre to Milner. What's happening, boys? Are we closing these down? Christensen, down to Watmore. Watmore, what can you do? Play it in, play. Oh, play. That was such a gilt-edged opportunity. You should be putting that away. It should be 1-0 us. Highlight. Newcastle down this right-hand side with Matt Ritchie. Moreno outside to Matt Ritchie. He's going to get a ball in. No, he's not. Montes cuts it out. Good clearance. Oh, please picked up himself an injury, but Watmore's got it. I'll have to look at play after this highlight. Pizzella to Kazri to Guendouzi. Oh, we're missing so many chances here. This could really be bad news. I'm not going to risk play. I'm going to get him off for Aranz. Give Aranz a run out. See how we can do. And that's half time. We have missed a lot of good chances. Really, really good chances. Far from plays from what I've just saw from this team. We'll get them back out for the second half. Hopefully we can take some this time. This was the highlight still from kickoff, and it's still going. Kazri with the ball. No, it doesn't look like it's going to come to anything unless Newcastle can break here. Matt Ritchie on this right-hand side, and Milner in the centre. Are we picking people up? No, we're not picking Balotelli. Oh, he's put it away. 1-0. We have had so many opportunities and we've left them squandered. Mario Balotelli's finally got his first goal against us, I believe. I'm not watching it. Oh, I nearly missed our goal. I was too busy making tactical changes, but we've got back level through Montez from a corner. Let's have a look at this in 3 dimensions. So Kazri with the ball in. What happens? Lemos, blocked by Sanabria. I don't think he knew much about it, but Montez puts it in the back of the net. 1-1. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to make 2 changes. I'm going to take Duncan Watmore off for our new boy Cabrera, and I'm bringing Harley Johnson on for Guendouzi, who's not having a great game. Oh, can our young boys make the difference? We've got the ball very, very deep. We need to be extremely careful with this, because if they catch the ball here, they could break easily. Koulibaly, Christensen down that right-hand side. Oh, not a good pass. Oh, thank God he's cut that out. Johnson, can he dictate? Koulibaly to Aranz. Through to Cabrera. Oh, chance for debut glory, but he's messed it up. We've got a corner. Is this actually going to come to something? Kazri with the ball in. No, looks like it's going to be end of highlight. And that looks like it's going to be it. It's going to end 1-1 here. Hopefully. Yeah, looks like it's going to end 1-1. Disappointing. Home draw to Newcastle United. We had the opportunities to stuff these, but we've absolutely messed it up. Never mind. Well, disappointing first game, but not too much we can expect. We've made a lot of changes and a lot of young players have come into the squad and into the first 11. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take time to get into the system, learn the tactic, and then hopefully we can push on from there. I can't see us repeating the sort of exploits that we did last season, finishing 3rd in the league. Our target is to finish top half, and it's to reach the group stages of the Champions League, which we will anyway. That's the round we're entering. So we're going to meet our expectations of the Champions League, finish in the top half at least, hopefully be able to push on into the European spots somehow. But as long as these players keep improving, specifically the youngsters, they keep getting better, next season we'll be even better prepared to hopefully mount a challenge for the title. You never know. So next time when we come back, I'll probably be bringing you the first Champions League game in Sunderland's history. So that'll be exciting. The draw hasn't been made yet, but when it is, I'll let you know. So we'll leave that there. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. So until next time, take it easy.